It's a situation experienced by just about every man, woman, and child. After winning the World Series, you are struck with the realization that you cannot play We Are the Champions by Queen as a single acoustic guitar player, so you ditch your baseball career and become a data entry clerk. Well, after this video, your Hall of Fame bid will be intact. But before anyone practices their sacrifice bunts, I would like to take a moment to thank the following people for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Kaiden McGuire, longtime friend Nikki Doto, and Corey Blickenstaff. Folks, thank you so much for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link, of course, is in the description. Capo 3, we're going to play A minor, then E minor, 4 times. I've paid my dues. Second time. Last time. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. C, F, twice. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. C, followed by this chord. Lose your ring finger and put your middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret. This chord has a crazy, crazy long name, but you'll only ever play it in between the chords C and A minor, so I call it the chord that comes in between C and A minor. Followed by, you guessed it, A minor, then D7. That's a really great change because your middle finger moves down 1 string and your ring finger moves down 2 strings. Your pointer finger stays where it is. It's a nice little dance step there. But I've come through as G. So, I've had my C, that chord, A minor, D7, G. On. You could just play G7, that's E1, A2, E3, 3 times. Followed by A7. That totally works. But allow me to introduce you to the most triumphant chord you have ever heard and will ever hear in your entire life. Put your ring finger on E3, your pinky finger on D3, your middle finger goes on G2, and your pointer finger goes on B1. This is an F chord with a G in the bass, which makes it an F suspended 2, but the suspended 2 part is in the bass. Are you ready for this? You can't be ready. This is the last moment before you'll have ever heard this chord. Ready? And you can play that twice. 1, 2, G7, A7. That's a lot to get to, but I think it's worth it. Maybe you want to play it 3 times and don't play any G7. It's all good, whatever you like. Into the chorus. We Are the Champions. D, F sharp minor, 2, 4, 4. B minor, starting on the A string, 2, 4, 4, 3. And then G, A. So, D, F sharp minor, B minor, and G, A, or A7. Doesn't matter, you choose. We'll Keep on Fighting starts the same. D, F sharp minor, followed by G, and then you have that mysterious lead line that goes onto a funky note there, and that can be nothing other than E flat diminished 7, which sounds complicated, but starting on the D string, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Tricky shape, but your hands will like falling into this position after a dozen or so times. Use pointer finger, ring finger, middle finger, pinky finger. D, F sharp minor, G. We are the champions, we are the champions, etc. We're going to get to hang out on E minor for quite some time, but I like the way E minor 7 sits better here. So just A string, 2nd fret. Followed by G minor. It's the same as F sharp minor, but 1 fret higher. And on this chord we have yet another mysterious lead line that plays a funky note when it goes. And when it plays that 3rd note, that's a flat 5th relative our G minor, and we can incorporate that into our chord by flatting the A string by 1. So relative to the capo, you'll have 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 3. You can do that halfway through the chord, so it kind of sits right where that note does if you want, or don't do that at all. It doesn't matter. Here we go. E minor 7. G minor. Followed by D, C add 9, F, G7, and then I love this chord here. It's an A A7 suspended 4. We've got D2, B3, and E3. You could just play regular A. You could play regular A7. It doesn't matter. But I like all those high, you know, sort of triumphant notes ringing out there of the world. And everything we just did happens again, except the chorus repeats itself at the end, of course, which leaves the last thing left to cover, the thing that happens in between those two chunks of things, the interthingy, interlude, quaalude, quay thingy, D minor, and E minor. Do it as many times as you want, but they do it 3, except the last chord, it's kind of like an E minor, kind of like an A minor. It's an E minor with an A in it, just the D string 2nd fret this time. It's a nice setup to the next verse, which starts, of course, on A minor. That's it. Those are all the pieces. I've been meaning to do that for 2 years. I don't know what took so long. At any rate, thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful. You're welcome about the baseball career thing, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.